Okay, welcome everybody to the Wednesday night live chart chat, the live chart chat, as opposed to the anything else. Very exciting day in the markets today. We have things are starting. It's amazing how things can turn on a dime in these markets. You have these key reversal days, and I think we're starting to see those green shoots. This kind of reminds me of sort of back in December, things look a little bit rocky, and all of a sudden, things like in a day they turned around. So we're starting to see that happening. So Sylvain, Andrew, Dwight. Let's start off with the big topic today, which is Tetra Bio-Pharma TBP. If you tuned in last night, you saw the we talked about this as this was ready to break out, and sure enough, today massive volume in the stock, especially on the U.S. side. So TBPMF had some really strong volume today. Some of the biggest volume we've seen, I don't know, in months. So here's what's happening. We have broken out of the 200-day moving average. Let me close this out over here. If you're just tuning in, of course, click the links in the video description below if you want to get on our Discord or our Telegram. Those things are free if you want to be part of the chat and watch these videos. After they go on this, the YouTube, we take them off after a day. That's click the join button for that. That's $10. Anyway, getting back to TBP. Here's what's happening right now. If you look at this, I don't know, do you want to call this a double bottom, a head and shoulders bottom? If you look at this, like, the period since February, but here is the key takeaway. This now, it's official. This is the high conviction signal here. Breakout above the 200-day moving average. The technical signals are all giving buy signals right now. MACD, stochastics, whatever you want to look at, they're all giving off buy signals. Again, high volume, big move. In this stock, it's been hard for this stock to move. It reminds me exactly like CBDT back. If anybody here, any of you old timers who've been around 6 months or longer, if you remember CBDT back in October, November, that November time period, the stock was in that 8-cent range, 6, 7, 8 cent range for weeks. Right after we introduced it at a nickel, it was kind of stuck in that range. We were seeing some volume, but it really wasn't able to make a big move. Then once it hit 10 cents and it broke above 10 cents, then things started happening. And I think I put out one of my tweets at the time, said, like, once it closed above that 10 cents, I said, hey, 10-cent stocks become 20-cent stocks, and quarter stocks become 50 cents, and then on. That's kind of the progression. So the next step for TBP, I believe, is a quarter, 25 cents. It's going to close this gap. It really is moving in on this gap that you see on this chart right there. I believe it's going to happen. With this stock, it's not going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be an easy thing. It may blow through, because look, you've already seen back in February that big run up where it just kind of spiked in 4 days. It basically doubled or tripled in 4 days. Could it happen again? Possibly, but I think the market right now is a tougher market. So we may build a little bit of a pennant here, kind of in this 22, 23 cent range, in a 22 cent, 22 range. It might be like a 1 week period or so. and then something is going to come in. There's going to be some sort of catalyst, and it's going to trigger this thing. And it is just going to blow through that quarter. And once it breaks that quarter, it's onwards and upwards. But here's the thing: these pennies, it doesn't really matter, because this stock, if you listen to watch the interview we had with Sean Black, major investor in the stock, a very smart guy. This is not just a regular investor. I mean, this guy owns millions of shares of stock. I mean, he's not an idiot. This guy's done major research. He's talked to a lot of people, smart people, I should say. So he's done real due diligence. I mean, nobody puts in serious money at that level without doing their due diligence. And he's had some major winners. I mean, he's been in Skylight since 8 cents. That's just one recent one that I know of. So he really, if you watch that video with him, first it's the video we had with Guy Chamberlain, the CEO, and then afterwards you see the full interview with Sean. He really articulates the point. We're probably going to get him back. I want to get him back next week to really spend some more time. Maybe he'll be a little bit more prepared, and I think also have you guys ask him some of your questions. I think it'll be very interesting, and I think then you'll really understand the story. You'll understand because he can really articulate the story better than anybody out there. Even better than the CEO. I mean, the CEO is a scientist. He's not. It's difficult for him to explain why people should buy the stock. Also, he's not in that. He's not in that position where he can do it. An investor can do it. Somebody who's a serious investor is able to do that. So. Sean is from Ottawa, of course. Oh, I did it. Yeah, there you go. Okay, needs to break 22 cents. I think this is the break. It is when it breaks that moving average. I mean, it closed above the moving average with high conviction there. I mean, that's big volume. So that means the market is, the market is serious at this point. But here's the thing: we're not here to make 25 cents, 50 cents, 5x. We're not here to make piker money, right? We're here to make serious cash, 100x, at least 10x for starters, at least 10x, more likely 100x. Can this stock do 100x? If you watch the interview with Sean, he really he spells out the case partially for it. He makes the comparison with GW-Pharma, and essentially that Tetra's platform is much stronger, and GW was bought for $6-7 billion. Why can't why can't somebody pay that for Tetra, or not even pay for it? The stock can get there on its own. I mean, once they get approvals for those drugs in the next 18 months. They're gonna probably bring in a marketing partner, or license them out to partners, etc. And then it's gonna be could be a massive home run. At that point, this thing will be worth could be worth billions of dollars. So here's the thing: Tetra really is that kind of perfect. It fits into our next super stock platform very well. The big thing here is the asymmetrical upside. Asymmetrical gain potential here. You're risking 20 cents. 20 cents, you're risking 20 cents. You're making a bet of 20 cents for an upside of $20. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, and again, we're not here to hype the stock. This is not like some pump and dump thing you see online. It's the reality, because again, match up their tech, match up kind of their platform with GW-Pharma. GW is worth $6 billion. Tetra could be worth $6 billion. I mean, this is just the way it is. I mean, and if the number comes out to $20, that's just the way it is. I'm not making that number up. They have 300 million shares out, so 6 billion divided by 300 million, you get $20. Cut that, let's say cut that in 70% off, whatever. Even if this goes to $5, if this goes to 20x, 25x, why not? I mean, imagine this: back in October, November, when CBDT was a nickel, who would have imagined that this stock, that CBDT, could have gone up 50x in 4 months to 250, right? I believe that TBP is actually fundamentally, it's a much stronger story. I mean, this is a company that has, I'm not sure how much money was put into that research. I mean, is it 80 million plus? Serious. This is this drug development business, completely different ballgame. So it's got a couple of catalysts out there, and what you're going to have is so again, the big thing I look for is that asymmetrical upside. Again, you get 100. It's a potential 100x. You're risking 20 cents to make $20. I think that's a good bet, basically. I mean, that's a good bet. And the other thing is you have a lot of near-term catalysts here. You have a lot of near-term catalysts. There's going to be news flow. There's going to be things happening. We're going to get Sean on next week. I'm going to try to get him on because he can really spell it out. He can really articulate this in a very effective way, much better than me, for sure. So I'm just a chart guy, really. Outside of that, it gets difficult for me. But I believe that we've seen, at this point, it's ignition mode. What is it? What's the name of my thumbnail? It says something like commence ignition launch sequence or something. That's what they say at NASA when they start launching the rockets. So this thing is already. They already pushed the button. I mean, the engines are rumbling already. The rocket is already lifting off. It's like you ever see those NASA, the old NASA videos of the Apollo things? The rocket is starting to move, and then it's in like a few seconds. Then you see like all those things like fall off. Those I don't know, whatever those things are that hold I don't know, they pump fuel. They kind of fall apart, and then the rocket just goes like accelerates, and then it goes to Mars, Saturn. I mean, I think this thing could go to at least Saturn. It's not a moonshot. This is definitely whatever Pluto, whatever. What's the furthest planet out in the solar system? That's where this is going. 100x. I think this could be our first 100x stock. So let me just catch up to. 100x. Okay, so realistically, 100x is not going to be in a month, 3 months, something like that would probably take. I think in this case, it would take realistically 18 to 24 months. You would only get, unless something crazy happens, but really, in order to get to that 100x, they would have to get approvals on either the morphine, the kind of morphine, the pain drug that they're doing, or maybe the sepsis thing. Something they're gonna have. One of those things they're gonna have to get. By the way, they're gonna have a drug on the market this year, which is it's a small market. It's it's like an $80 million market. So realistically, their potential there is maybe, I don't know, 20 million, 50 million. Who knows? I don't know, but which is not peanuts. And again, every time they get a new drug on the market, that validates the whole platform. So it creates massive value. So we're going to see some interesting things here. But 100x is not going to be in a week. That would take a while, but I think we could definitely see a 10x, 20x within a few months. I would say within 3-4 months. So this could be a $2.53, $4 stock. Assuming they hit a couple of milestones, maybe yes. I will leave the note. I don't know what this means, but it sounds good. Okay, yeah. So again, this is the thing. It's purely risk versus reward, right? And again, this stock. Look at this long-term chart. It's really never been below 15 cents Canadian, right? So you're getting in at the bottom. I mean, like. It's like you're getting in right at that ground floor, and again, nobody wants to come in on the ground floor. Everybody wants to chase. I mean, most of the masses are going to come in when this thing is 50 cents, $1 or $1.50, that's when they're going to come into that stock. And then they're going to, and then, you know, when it's $2, all those people are going to be on one of these live streams and say, when are you announcing the new stock? When is the new stock? When is the new stock? Some of the best opportunities are right here, right now. Whoa, this guy's got a big position, 900,000. Oh, this guy's fully loaded up. Oh my God, this could be a game changer for you. I mean, I don't know what your expenses are, man. but let's say stock goes to $10. You know, that's a good position. Yes. By the way, before I forget, tomorrow's live stream is going to have Red Light Holland, Trip, and Vinergy, VINVNNYF, which is the blockchain deal, the blockchain crypto deal. So I mean, and we're going to have a special guest with Trip. A special guest will be joining Todd tomorrow. You definitely want to join. Yeah, it's not going to be, this thing is not going to go to Saturn. It's going to go to like out there. Wow. 100x. Alpha Centauri. Yeah, definitely. This is going to be very interesting. Okay, so basically TBP, great setup. I think this is, you know, right now, we're going to see some big moves. Again, it might consolidate. I would say the odds are, I shouldn't say it because I should say, hey, this thing is going to go to the moon tomorrow. But realistically, it's probably going to consolidate for a few days. It's probably going to consolidate in this area for a couple of days because that's kind of what it normally does. It's 70% odds that it's going to consolidate. But then it can take off any minute after that. Then it could break out. And once it breaks out of that consolidation, it's just going to run straight to the moon. Again, let me just put up that disclaimer. Make sure we have this. Okay, none of this here is a recommendation to buy or sell securities. You could lose all of your money if you buy any of the stocks we talk about. These are very risky stocks, not for widows and orphans. You know, our opinion is very biased. These are clients of Wall Street reporters who are compensated by these companies. So it's not an objective opinion. I mean, you know, we're obviously we have an agenda here. Our agenda is to, you know, help the stock get massive exposure to the millions of investors, and those investors will probably end up buying the stock once they realize what kind of opportunity it is. So that's the deal. But everything we talk about is very, very risky, and you can lose a lot of money. I mean, hey, you've seen it yourself in the last in the last 2 months. We got a lot of stocks that are down 50%, 60% off their highs. Of course, some of them ran up 10x, 20x, 50x, but now they're down 50%, 70%. So, you know, the other lesson of that is that, you know, you got to make sure to take profits regularly. So let's see. Let me just pull this back up. And of course, WallStreetReporter.com has all our latest news. We're on Discord. Click the description link. The link is in the video description down below. We're on Telegram. On Telegram you got to join our Telegram channel. It's free. I mean, it'd be crazy not. I mean, we should have 1 billion people on this thing because we've had some major alerts come out on that channel, and people have made a lot of money. So yes, let's get the party started. Yeah, I mean, the 15 cents has basically been the low on that stock. So, I mean, the worst case what's going to happen is what? It stays at 15 cents? I mean, again, it's an asymmetrical risk-reward opportunity. It's the best thing. I mean, when your downside is pretty much... And I forgot to say, the company has... How much do they have? They have 10, 15 million in cash. So, you know, you're really paying... The market cap is 70 million. You know, it's a gift. Conrad is going to be back this week, maybe. We'll see. I don't have any mining expertise. You guys have some of the people on this watching right now have the mining expertise. I just know good CEOs. I think Pete is a good CEO. So, but the mining stuff you guys have. So, and I will cover FCO in just a second. But let's go to the next stock today. Okay, so TBP is looking great, right? So let's look at another stock that's a really nice setup for tomorrow. Very similar looking chart. GBLC. Look at this. This is a really nice pattern right here. I mean, this thing looks like it's set to move. I mean, tomorrow, this thing can, we've seen this thing move big time or bigly. Yeah, I mean, this thing could pop 20 cents, 30 cents, 50. Again, they're loading up on these crazy altcoins. They're doing other stuff in the crypto space. They raised what is it, $10 million, which they're going to be putting into, they're going all in on altcoins. So and when you see Bitcoin, when the Bitcoin blasts through 100,000, which is for sure going to happen, it might even go something crazy before it melts down. Or maybe it won't melt. Maybe it'll stay up there. Who knows? I have no idea. I mean, there's smart people who think it's going to go to 1 million. I think Robert Kiyosaki, who hates Bitcoin, he's a gold and silver guy, and I think he's saying that Bitcoin will be $1 million in 5 years. So, imagine the opportunity. But GBLC, this chart is actually looking very good. So tomorrow, I think GBLC is one of the big movers. I'm just going to cover a few stocks today because I just want to cover the stocks which are in action mode right now. So GBLC looking very good for tomorrow. Trip. So today, you had yesterday a very ugly day yesterday in the stock, very ugly. And now it's stabilizing. So it's showing like you're getting some nibbling starting to happen. I think we're going to have a very interesting live stream tomorrow with a special guest. So you definitely want to join. And the chart is actually starting to look pretty decent here. I think we may have seen kind of I don't want to say head and shoulders bottom, but it's starting to bottom out. And then it could, make a nice run. So watch this thing tomorrow. We might see something happening there. Here is another one. Fans. Now, fans, this is a difficult chart always. Today, fans, I think we may have seen the bottom in fans right here. This might be the bottom. How will we know if it's the bottom? If we see a reversal day where it closes, let's say above 85 cents. If we see like a move to 85 cents, 90 cents, that'll be an indication. But this looks like we may have seen the bottom in fans. It looks like people are starting to nibble, and again, things are starting to kind of stabilize right now. We've had a really nasty correction these last few months, but things are kind of they're starting to kind of stabilize. Or these green shoots, as I like to say. Here we go. Relay. Here's a stock that was looking ugly yesterday, and here today is what looks like the beginning of a key reversal. Look at this action. Opened up low, dropped lower, just above that 200-day moving average. You get that key support right in that 34-cent range. Nice volume. This is actually the biggest volume the stock has had since March, early March. So tomorrow we could see a big move in this. Yeah, there you go. Take a look at this. I think, yeah, this is definitely, you got this kind of pennant starting to happen. So we could see, pretty nice move in that. Now, here's a crazy one. AIML. Somebody likes this thing. Today, somebody was loading up, starting to load up here. It's funny. I was watching the stock. It was up, I think it was like 75 cents. And I was thinking, Should I put out an alert on Telegram saying, hey, this thing is moving, and because the volume was pretty low. It wasn't big volume, but it was up. It was up like 15%. I was like, man, should we put out an alert? But I'm thinking, nah, this could be a fake app, but no, there you go. Oh shit, we got mosquitoes. Oh my god, this is what you have when you live in the tropics. Oh, some moth. I gotta close these windows. We got they got some giant bugs flying around here. That's the one downside. All right. AIML. AIML. And this bug was probably sent in by a short seller. Okay. So AIML looking really good. Can this go higher tomorrow? I think it's a nice setup. I mean, this is some pretty strong momentum in that stock right now. Let's look what else is here. So Relay, AIML, Fans, Trip, GBLC, TBP. I think pretty much those those are the Bitcoin. Yeah, this Bitcoin thing is real. The cow is out of the barn, I think is the idea. Oh, is he bullish on Bitcoin? I think he was. I know he believes it's going to 1 million, but I don't know if he owns it. I know it's two different ideas. Yeah, relays definitely. I think we found the bottom here. I think we found the bottom, and let's see. We got to see the follow through now. Oh my God, I got a giant bug flying here. I don't even know what this is. Okay, Happy. Let's take a look at the Happy thing. Let's take a look at that stock. Again, Happy, I believe it could be one of these, one of these moon rockets. I think this could be a $20 stock. I know it sounds crazy, especially now. But here we are. Is this the bottom? I mean, I think it's just kind of just testing this bottom here. It's really like it could be, I don't think it's going to go below this level. I think it's psychologically this is it, but it could, a little bit lower maybe. We're going to get Scott back on. Get this bug flow. We're going to get Scott back on the next couple of days, maybe next week, and see what the deal is. But again, I mean, they got, this device. I got the device right here. The Happy device. I mean, this is something which creates feelings on demand. You want to feel energetic. You want to feel relaxed. You want to go to sleep. Push the button on your phone, and there you go. And they're making a much more powerful signal now. So wait till they do the thing for sleeping. It's going to be amazing. The mattress, the mattress factor. It's going to be some incredible stuff happening. Silver, coppers. FCO could be well, I hope so. ARC, Tesla. Okay, I'll pull up ARC and Tesla. Too cold in Canada. Yeah, it snowed today. Wow. Yeah, no, it's no, it's warm here. Let's look at ARC. Let's look at ARC. I haven't looked at that chart in a couple of days. The ARC chart looks strong right now, man. This thing looks like it's ready to start moving. I think we've seen the bottom in ARC. I think this is it. You kind of have this head and shoulders thing happening. This is it. And I think that bodes well. It's interesting. I mean, this. Let me see. It peaked at, let's call it one. Was it 155? From 155 to 110. That's a decent size sell-off. It's a was it 35%. So kind of, I mean, it kind of follows kind of what we've seen. Of course, the penny stocks are much more volatile. So it's like a 2x. You get a 2x or 3x gearing to this. Yeah, so I think ARK, again, is that bellwether. ARK looks like it's starting to move. I think we've seen the bottom. Again, this kind of shows you just when things look like they're about to collapse. Yeah, oof. Tesla. I mean, very strong day in Tesla. I mean, this thing has been, if you notice, it's made a bunch of attempts, bunch of rally attempts. I think it's going to get the mojo back. I'm not sure if it's ever going to be as big. The enthusiasm is going to be as big as it was in the past. Especially now, look, there is a bunch of electric cars coming on there that are like, much better cars. And, people are going to be on to the next thing. But, who knows? Maybe it's the technology platform. That's kind of the deal there. But I think definitely you have the ARK is the play. Oh, look at this. Oh, we got Calvin here. Calvin with a $5 super chat. Calvin, the penny stock billionaire, is here. Safe Moon. Oh my God, is that the crypto deal? Oh my God. Safe Moon. Is Safe Moon a Ponzi scheme? Digibyte. Look at this. There we go. This is the thing that's been happening. From what I understand, we got a lot of the speculative money, the penny stock players, moved into these crazy, highly speculative cryptos, and like Safe Moon. Not even Bitcoin. They're buying like weird stuff. Oh my God, look at this. Not even Dogecoin. This guy's bought Safe Moon. I don't know. It's crazy. Oh my God. Oh my, it's 20x. This Safe Moon is 20x. Wow. It's crazy. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I think the penny stock people went into the crazy cryptos. It is insane to me. I mean, that is pure insanity, but maybe not. Interesting. It's almost like what gold used to do, right? So interesting stuff here. Okay, so that is some good insight. Let's see. I'm purely a stock guy. I'm not into these cryptos. I like things which have some basis of reality. Yeah, okay, so you think Morpheus is saying that a lot of the penny stock capital went into the crypto space, into the Safe Moons and into the Doge coins and all that. And the crypto, yeah, it's crazy. Crazy stuff. Aha, there we go. Cal, yeah. Yeah, interesting. Okay, that's interesting stuff. So, yeah, I think once these stocks start moving, yeah, I don't know if it's hard to compete. It's hard to compete with something that's pure speculation based on like nothing. I mean, a Safe Moon or a dog coin or whatever it is. I mean, if that thing moves 5x, 10x in a week, it's hard to compare to something that's real, like a real business. I mean, I can't even believe I'm even saying this. A few years ago, a 10x, 20x move would be considered major. We've had like already 8 of them in our group. I mean, it used to be people were happy to just double their money. If people doubled their money in a year, they'd be happy. They'd be thrilled. Now people want 100x. Crazy. There you go. Altcoins. Hey, so if you like altcoins, GBLC is the play. And let's take a look at that chart again before I sign off. Maybe GBLC is loaded up on SafeMoon. I don't know. I know they were very kind of closed-lipped about what they were buying. But yeah, their chart looks like it could make a big move here. I mean, this thing could make a crazy move. It really feels that way. I mean, we could see a crazy move in GBLC. So with that said, let's see. Oh, Calvin is back. Calvin with a super chat again. Cryptos. People, yeah. Well, Calvin, are you in? Are you buying the cryptos? Are you buying the cryptos, and which ones are you buying? If you are, say you're not. Just say you're buying TBP or something. Don't say it. Don't. We have too much. This crypto is too much competition for the penny stocks right now. If the internet goes down, that's like that movie. What is it? Blade Runner 2, right? When the internet went down forever, or for a year or something. It could happen. Why not? Didn't you watch Blade Runner? I mean, Blade Runner 2. These movies, sometimes life imitates art. So they have this Polkadot and Cardano. Maybe they got some other stuff. I mean, I know they talk about a lot of other stuff. Okay, so here is the Calvin Ting portfolio. The Calvin Ting portfolio. We're getting a sneak peek here. GBLC, I heard about this. Yeah, he mentioned GBLC way back. And TBP. Calvin is in on TBP. Calvin, when did you buy TBP? Yeah, we should make our own coin. We should just make a coin based on like, whatever. Polkadot. Okay, we gotta know, when did Calvin get in on TBP? That is Avalanche. Wow. I don't even know what these things are. It's crazy. Okay. Calvin is very slow to respond, so I don't know. Maybe he's got a slow internet connection. But here we go. Finally, bought it today. Whoa, that's very interesting. Calvin is the momentum guy. He's very action oriented, momentum guy. It's interesting that today was the entry point. Is the entry point? Okay. Interesting. I think it could be a lot of people. I think a lot of the momentum guys probably came in today, or they're going to be coming in right now. So interesting. So this could be, Calvin, this could be the parlay. I mean, you could be taking that. What did you make? You made $1 million or so. Well, actually, you made 500 grand with the Wall Street Reporter stocks, I think, from $1,000 or whatever, from 2,000. So that, if you put that into TBP, and it goes 100x, you're going to be up to 50 million. 50 million. This is going to be impressive. Okay, all right. Calvin, when Calvin is in, this is a positive indicator. I actually do believe that. Because this guy has had, listen, some people, they just, I don't know, it's like a supernatural thing. This guy's had some back-to-back winners. Now, here's the crazy thing. Imagine, now Calvin a lot of times goes all in. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Calvin, but I know you go in very heavily. Let me get this bug here. This bug, okay. Disgusting. Okay, crush this bug. And hey, what happened here? Yeah. Okay. So Calvin goes all in. Now imagine, but here's the risk part of it. What if Calvin went all in on bets? If he went all in on bets, the thing popped, and then now it's been halted. Bets looks like it's going to be halted for probably, could be a month. It could be a month, till they do this deal, and they're going to have to get shareholder approval to close this merger. From what I understand, this is going to be a game changer deal. I mean, this is, they're saying it's going to go right to NASDAQ, this India betting thing, and it's going to be huge. But meanwhile, essentially, your money's locked up for a month. I mean, it's a horrible situation. It really is a terrible situation that a stock could be halted. Apparently, that's a Canadian thing. So that tells you, don't put all your money in one place. Okay, luck is here. Are you asking me or Calvin? I think you should ask Calvin. Calvin is, this is, I'd rather put my money on a guy who's like, on a big winning streak. I agree. Yeah, things are. We're getting things. Listen, yeah, looks like things are starting to turn around. India is hot. Yeah. Okay, that's true. I like the way this guy thinks. That's actually makes a lot of sense because the savings account pays you zero right now, or like almost zero. Actually, a negative interest rates. If I think in Switzerland they have negative interest rates where you pay the bank for keeping the money there. Calvin, are you in bets? And how do you feel about it if you're in bets and things hold him? Because this is going to be about a month probably. That's pretty interesting. This is good. Aha. Oh, look at this. Okay. This guy dodged the bullet. he dodged the bullet. There you go. This guy's an we gotta somebody needs to like get Cav, like rub his head, and you're gonna get good luck. But yes, I think once they announce the deal closes, probably in a month, it's in May, end of May. It sounds like forever, but then it could be, a moon stock, which is where it was heading basically. Yeah. So, okay. On that note, I will. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's live stream. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you, Calvin, for showing up. You're always a fan favorite here. And tomorrow we're gonna have Vinergy, which is the they're doing the crypto exchanges. It's got some interesting things going on there. I think you're gonna be very impressed. And we're gonna have Todd from Trip on, and a special guest joining Todd. Who will be the special guest tomorrow? Join us at 12:30 Eastern time.